Oh yeah, 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 na 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 na, yeah. Certain fire flames, now born again. Times really change. Talk truth, we seen better days. The youth not safe again. What a damn shame. Talk truth, how that them a promote. So quick them selling out, them sold them cashing out. Yeah, well this is Chematic 9 representing for I Just Star and the Mindset. If you not move right, get your mind checked.
Rastafari. So I'm there, Fairfield House, where His Majesty spend most of his time here in the UK. So I'm here with Ras Cos Tafari, a member of the council.
I'm one of the board members of
Fairfield
House. But I and I have been doing many work over the years.
True.
Exhibition called Rastafari, the Majesty and the Movement, that came to Jamaica to celebrate the 60th anniversary of His Majesty coming to Jamaica. So I and I brought that exhibition forward, you know.
Rastafari.
So my name Ras Cos Tafari, Ethiopian name Selassie I. So we're here today celebrating an important moment in time where an exhibition was launched to recognize the 167 countries that His Majesty visited in his traverse over the earth, and the exhibition captures that in exhibitive format to show those countries that His Majesty went to. You know, it's that first floor at Fairfield House. So for those watching this interview, ones can come at any time. It's a permanent fixture at Fairfield House in Kelston Road in Bath in Newbridge. So the house is open for all. You know, I and Rastafari know that it's the only place outside of Ethiopia His Majesty resided for 4.5 years according to the history. So we know that this grounds is a holy grounds, not just for Rastafari, but for people of the earth.
Rastafari.
The King of Kings and the Lord of Lords resided here along with the Holy Family, Empress Menen and the youths them at the time. The chapel where His Majesty and Her Majesty used to pray. The chapel is no longer there, but Ethiopian World Federation Local 3 created a grounds, like a sacred grounds, on the site where the chapel was.
Okay.
So that site was a moment of prayer this morning as well, when some Ethiopian Orthodox priests came through and blessed the day's proceedings and blessed the exhibit as well. So yeah, Rastafari.
And how important it is for an exhibit, you know, of His Majesty, you know, where he traveled, you know, throughout his going, you know, as a state, as one of the most important statesmen of all time. How important it is for the exhibition?
It's important to capture that segment of the history in an exhibitive, educative format for ones who come to the house, who can see that in an exhibition form. You know, many of I and I might not know that history in a fine detail, you know, because His Majesty was such a well-known international statesman of the day, who received accolades wherever he went, you know. Yeah, so the exhibition captures some of that history in a form that ones can at a quick glance walk around and take in some of that history, you know. So again, it's building on the legacy of His Majesty, because Fairfield House, as I mentioned, is the only place outside of Ethiopia where the royal family resided during that time of invasion when Mussolini and his henchmen decided to invade Ethiopia. So we know that His Majesty went to the League of Nations to make his address, famous address, and then from there now he came to this property here and re-strategized his war defense plans and put together the Gideon Force, as it was called, to step back into Ethiopia 5 years to the day that His Majesty left. So this building is a very important segment of that history, and the exhibition therefore is part of capturing an aspect of the history. You know, so it's more on top of plenty, as we say.
True. That's the far right.
That's right.
Yes, my king. So give thanks for the eye, short and spicy word sound, and why people should come here. Why is it special for people to come and visit here?
Well, as I see it, you know, this grounds is holy grounds. His Majesty walked here, and the family walked on these grounds. So it's holy grounds. Rastaman and other peace-loving people of the locality, they revere this spot, you know, because His Majesty lived here, you know. So it's the history. It's the only place, as I say, outside of Ethiopia His Majesty resided. So, you know, it's important for ones to come here and walk in these footsteps. There's a film produced some years back called Footsteps of the Emperor, in which Benjamin Zephaniah played a kind of a presentation role in that film. Footsteps of the Emperor gave a nice history as well in video documentary format of the house. And today is such a meeting of minds and energy, because first man from Jamaica, Rastafari Indigenous Village, is in the house as we speak as well.
Brilliant.
Some of the brethren and sisters who traveled with him. So because he's here, we have a good link now to firm up even more work, because first man in his Rastafari Indigenous Village, which I've been to a few times well, also hosted a branch of the Rastafari and Majesty Movement exhibition on the grounds. So that is there right now as a permanent fixture. So, you know, we give thanks for the moment in time. This brother is he's the chairperson of...
Yes, we of course working together.
House.
Bless
so, yeah, he's the chairperson right now. So again, you see we have Ethiopians, we have others on the board who are working to preserve this legacy and share it to the world, so the world needs to know. Right? As I was saying to the eye in an interview, in a reasoning, should I say, a little earlier, right? His Majesty come to save the world from insanity, right? We as Rasta identify him, you know. But when one studies the philosophy and the thinking of His Majesty, we know it's to save the whole of mankind from the self-destructive nature that they seem to be on. So we will always, you know, rise up His Majesty and the Ethiopian people for what they stood for. And I Rasta Collective and all conscious people of the world to pull them together now. Now is the time.
Exactly.
Rastafari.
We want to be the hub, the melting pot, as they say. We want to provide that connection to everyone studying Rastafarian, Ethiopian, Church, Orthodox, to all of them. We want to give that connection, be the place, platform, and welcoming everyone, you know?
Yeah.
And we want to keep, we're getting a lot of attention at the moment, which is good, but we need to keep going, you know, push it until, wow, sky's the limit, well, maybe more, we don't know.
Yeah, and just to give a historical perspective, right? When the house wasn't as well known as it was now, as it is now, it was Rastafari, one sister like Sister Woleti Medin, Ras Bandeli Selassie, who was holding up the awareness and the banner high for this house to be preserved, you know. So I just building upon that legacy of those forerunners and give thanks to the eye come true to film this.
Rastafari.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Tadesele.
Amasakanala.
Amasakanala. Rastafari.
Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Seriously.
Namasakanala. Ciao.
Rastafari. Yes, family, so that's beautiful. Reason with me in the comment section.
Smash that subscribe button. See you on the next video. I just start the mindset.